Speedrunning. Who hasn't wondered about trying to beat their favorite game in the shortest possible amount of time? But then you look at all these people doing it, and they are so good at it. Like, no way you can hit a skip like this, or like this, without putting hundreds, thousands of hours into the game. Well, I don't have good enough mental health to hone a skill for that amount of time. And I'm pretty sure that you sitting there watching this don't either. So I'm going to do a thing for the both of us. I'm trying to see if I, a blue-collar streamer, a normal guy, can get an Elden Ring world record speedrun in just 24 hours. And if I can't do it, I will have to shave my beloved mustache, just to have some skin in the game. I have to choose which category to run, and there are 3 main options. Any percent unrestricted, where you just have to beat the game doing all sorts of insane glitches, but it's a little too crazy for me. The world record is just 5 minutes, and there's only one place where I last 5 minutes. I can't explain the joke, it's too early in the video for YouTube. Regular any percent, that's the same idea but a little less insane. You don't get to zip around, but you still break the game. And any percent glitchless, where you just have to beat the game, as kosher as it goes. Well, there is one skip that is arguably a glitch, but I'm not here to debate if it should be allowed or not. And with the world record coming at around 1 hour, I think we are set for this one. Also, people get insanely angry if they see speedruns with glitches, and I can live without the hate. I then realized that playing for 24 hours straight is probably insanity, I would just be cooked after 8. So I decided to divide them in a week. 4 hours streamed per day, so you can see all my training and attempts live. Do we have the budget for the Law & Order transitions? Dun dun! I started out day 1 as everyone else would. I watched somebody better than me speedrun the game. I chose Michriz because he has the fastest time in the current patch, and I didn't want to figure out how to downgrade the game to a previous patch. Plus he's really cool and he did the GDQ run for this category. Go check him out, he has his own channel and he's actually good at this. So I watched the professional do it. And sure, there were some cool skips here and there, and the fights looked hard, but I still felt pretty confident. I mean, I have hundreds of hours into the game, I have done all sorts of crazy challenges, no way this is going to be that hard. Okay, I did die against Darryl and against Margit, that I should be able to do at this point, so I wasn't running too hot. But hey, maybe I am a skip savant, the best player to ever do precise jumps and platforming in the history of the game. Okay, so not even that, but still, even if I was failing at everything, the times I actually got the tricks felt so much better than all the fails combined. Still, it took me 45 minutes to do Radahn, 30 for Godfrey, 40 more for Morgoth, so by the time I got to the Fire Giant, I was 3 hours into a 1 hour run, and I decided to call it. But hey, it was just day 1, Rome wasn't built in a day, I was kinda tired, the sun was in my eyes, I couldn't... Dun dun! New day, new strategy, and I realized I won't be able to do the skips. Like, no shot I can land that without training. So I have a new route that doesn't require them. We can learn them later on. And now I just want to get one run on the board. I have the full 4 hours to do it, it shouldn't be too bad. So this is how the run is supposed to work. We die in the tutorial, no way to mess that one up. Oh, come on! We die in the tutorial and we make way for the medallion. There are 4 main skips in the run. For the first one you should go to Sellia Swamp and jump around and over a tree to get to Selid. But I already made a fool of myself trying it, so after the first medallion I just go for the warp to Chelid. Then I can take the rest of the medallion and make for the plateau. The Draconic Tree Sentinel is next, and there's only one way to do this fight. The same as the speedrun. It will take me 40 attempts maybe, but there isn't much I can do about it. I got it on the first try? Talk about a prodigy, huh? Then we need to get our weapon, and we have to kill Darryl for it. The fight is really easy, so I won't show you every time I died here. We then kill the Tree Sentinel, because their halberd has a damage buff. And like, it's still deadly, I can cut myself some slack if I die here. Now we would have the second skip, if I were able to do it, that is kind of a glitch. How it works is that from the church you jump into the dance arena, and if you do it properly, you die from fall damage. So the game thinks you died inside the dance arena and gives you the option to respawn using the stake just outside. It's hard to do since it's clearly not intended. There are some death planes along the way that immediately kill you if you touch them, so you need precise jumping to avoid them. I decided to just walk down to the intended entrance to this arena. Not because it's a skill issue and I can't do the jump, but because it's clearly a glitch and I'm protesting the use of a glitch in a glitchless speedrun. Here we run back so that he loses aggro and shoots his arrow way to the side. Not a glitch. Then we summon the boys because it's allowed, and we jump into brawl because I have no idea how to do this fight properly. If we dish out damage fast enough, he will stagger, and this fight is basically a normal guy versus 55-year-olds from the kid's perspective. We win those, by the way. Then I assume I'm not going to die against Godric and Margit, over-leveled with a good weapon. Why am I still working with this guy? This is where the third skip is supposed to be. It's technically 2 skips in a row, but I can't do either of them, so no problem. First, we do a crazy jump on this building. Again, not a glitch, it's intended. A side note, it's harder in this patch because they fixed a similar jump in previous patches. Not sure why they would fix stuff if it's not broken, but let's call it a balance change. Also, the other jump is absolutely insane, and not even the most insane one in the run. We just walk on the roofs. Godfrey, believe it or not, is one of the trickiest fights in the whole challenge, because our weapon art has 2 attacks, a first one and a follow-up with invincibility frames, so it's really good to go through enemy attacks, and since we are supposed to be going fast, I know it doesn't look like it, it would be a good idea to use it. So if we do the fight with the weapon arts, it's faster, but we are also really likely to die like idiots in the middle of an attack. And if we just go for light attacks, it's easier but slower. And then we have Morgoth, and a thing I already share with the speedrunning community is the hate for this fight. They hate it because it's very complicated, there are a ton of setups you have to remember, and you only have one shot at this. Because the first time you get in, you're close to him. Following times you are on the other side of the arena, so no more setups. I hate it because I'm not good at the game and he keeps on killing me. And I could try and explain how to do the fight. But first of all, I don't really know how to do the fight. And secondly, you can clearly see me slowly losing my grip on the speedrun. It took me 20 minutes to take out Morgoth. And at the time it looked awful. But now that I think about it more, I probably had slower attempts in regular runs. But then there's the Fire Giant, and in case you're watching me for the first time, I hate the Fire Giant. And also you should subscribe. This time it was almost good though. After 2 hits on the ankle he falls down, and our weapon art deals enough damage to stagger him shortly after. But it all crumbles in phase 2. Here, good speedrunners do a cool setup with a kukri throw, a well-timed stagger and 2 hits in the chest tie that take him out, where I just try and scramble through it. 45 minutes of scrambling through it, to be precise, but now we are back on track and we can go to the Did I just leave? That's not a very speedrun thing to do. Oh, cool, I came back! The Godskin Duo fight is really interesting, because we only have one shot at it. Near the beginning of the run we buy 10 sleep arrows, and you need 3 or 4 per member of the duo to put them to sleep. If you do that, there's a setup that straight up kills them. So you know I fumbled it with the bow. At a loss regarding how to proceed, I thought of the most speedrun thing possible. I summoned Bernal and left everything in his strong, protective hands. For a second, I could just live in the moment, not thinking about my problems, because I knew Bernal was there. The second was like 10 minutes because he didn't really get the concept of speedrunning, but he's still a beast. And after that, we just have to fight Malikev, that I now realize I didn't even have a split for. Not that I really needed one, since I just got bodied. I mean, I got close and absolutely robbed a couple of times, since the game doesn't know how to react to riposte attacks, and just forgets to move you around through cutscenes. But then it also just crashed, and that killed it. So day 2 is gone, and I still didn't get a run. I start to feel pain in my mustache now, I might actually have to try hard. Dun dun. It's clear that I need to be able to do the fights. I can't spend 40 minutes trying to beat the fire giant if the world record is 55 minutes. So I dedicated these 2 days just to training. I watched Mitch Cree's fights, or what became immediately known as the tapes, and I have to say, figuring this out on my own would have been impossible. And yeah, they might have not been the most interesting days, but they did allow me to get some pretty good clips. And now that the holy tapes gave me the knowledge I need, we begin day 5 determined to get a good run on the board. And I haven't had the time to also learn the skips, so it's not going to be optimal, but I do want to have the best possible time. Below 3 hours I'm happy. Below 3 hours I'm happy. It rushes at us, we parry and it's dead. Like, this, I missed the parry. Okay. Might be a problem. Don't think it's good enough? Oh, please! Oh, please! Oh, come on! It killed me. And now it's full. Come on! What? That's a bad. That's. Okay, now he dies. Are you kidding me? Are you in? I mean, I got the timing down at least. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is me choking it though. Like, some of them are on the game, some of them are on me. This should be it. Not even close. And die because he didn't even. Okay, now he's dead. Okay, I won't even look at him. He's dead. Okay. Okay, no edges, no anything else. We got it. It was a minor hiccup, okay? Minor hiccup. We don't care about it. Nothing happened. Okay, it's all fine. It's all good. In general, if someone says that it's all good too many times in a row, it's not all good. And I lost some humanity with this short 35-minute Draconic Tree Sentinel, but it just means the next time we do this, it's an easy 35-minute time save. Or that's what I like to tell myself before going to sleep. But I'm back on track, even though I can't afford too many mistakes now. Stagger? What? Okay. Okay, we should be fast enough, maybe? Okay, we're fast enough, he didn't shoot the arrow. We want the charge attack. This one. Okay. 1, 2, I'm not well positioned. 3 and 4, still. Okay, not great. It's fine. Let's not die because of... Let's not die here. Okay. Stagger. Close to a stagger. We should get a stagger now. Oh, we didn't? Okay, we got the stagger. Okay, he's going to... Okay, not perfect. He went in phase 2. Ideally, he buffs his weapons now. He's not buffing his weapons now. That's scary. And he's dead. Okay, Radahn. First try Radahn, huh? Like that? That's pretty damn cool, if you ask me. And he's dead. I hate those attacks. Okay. That's oh, that's phase 2 already? Huh. It shouldn't be too... Yeah, I was saying, it should be close to a stagger. Okay. Oh, and he's dead? I don't really have a good setup for Godfrey. So we will just do consistent damage. It won't be super cool. It won't be super fast. Oh! Missed a dodge there. Not super bad, but it is kind of bad. Like, we already are not doing a crazy risky strat, but also we die and we have to do it slow twice. What? Choking? Choking? Chokazard sign? Chokazard sign? I did dodge there. Like, you don't have to dodge it. It's a trade, it's fine, it should be dead still. Okay, we got the pouch. Back on track, kind of. But the Morgoth fight is very scary. Follow up. Ah, I didn't have stamina for the follow up because I rolled. Dead. So this attack does not hit you. If you are close, like this. Stagger? Stagger? Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, what the hell? How is that a backstab? Okay, he's going into phase 2. It's horrible to dodge. For me, at least. Oh, oh. Okay, do we have stamina to do... Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Okay, I don't know, it's scary. I could have hit him, it was scary. And that's Morgoth. Okay. Like, we do not want to fight through his fire attacks. Fireballs especially. I don't know how close or far he is from a stagger. Okay, already staggered. Not ideal. Okay, we did get... Okay, 2 hits on the eye. 2 hits on the eye is enough, usually. What is he doing? Oh, 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 oh. He got robbed. Okay, this should be phase 2. Ideally, I do 2 weapon arts on the end. Like weapon art follow-up. Already a stagger, okay. Let me get the follow-up. Okay, we did get the follow-up on the eye. Let's not die in the same way as before. Okay, we're not. Oh, fireballs? Fireballs are bad. Oh, okay, if those rocks blow up near us, we are dead. Okay, now this should be it. Okay, this is the fire giant. 1 hour and 55 fire giant. It's fine. You know what? It's fine. Let's try and get below 3 hours. I think it's not easy, but I think it's really possible now. I have 1 shot at this, basically. So will I catch it or will I let it sleep? Okay, wasted an arrow. Okay, 1. Come on. Come on. That was scary. Like, if I hit the other guy, he wakes up. Okay, now he's asleep. Cool. To end it. Okay, we do this one. Fully charged. Follow-up. Weapon art. Follow-up. Stagger. Wait like a second. Riposte. Weapon art follow-up. Okay, heavy weapon art backstab. Yeah. Heavy. Weapon art. Weapon art. Backstab. Weapon art. Ah, I didn't have stamina for the follow-up. Okay. like plateau peak only backup. You summon Bernal, you get in, and Bernal is cool enough that actually like does the fight for you. Don't kill me. I'm alive. Again, you don't see Bernal in most speedruns. I wonder why is that. Oh, that was a nasty aggro change, by the way. Aggro Bernal. Salvage it. I'm trying to be on its back so I can get a free attack in. Oh. Go, Bernal. It's yours. Go. Go, my minion. Go, he's over there. Get him, champ. Oh no, he's summoning the other way. Oh, I didn't think about this. Okay. Let's do Maliketh the first try. I hate you. Okay, salvage it. Salvage it. Okay. Okay. Phase 2. Oh no? What? Ooh, easy. Don't need to know if the setup actually works in other tries, because I don't need other tries. On the bush. Got the backstab. Okay. Oh no! Okay, no, that's a problem. Okay, salvage it. It's fine. Actually, is that below 2 hours and a half stream alive? At this point, I was trying to be as focused as possible, so I was barely talking. But I think this fight needs an explanation. There is a super cool setup that I'm not even sure if it's a setup, but it allows to completely script phase 2. I don't know it, so I go phase 1 with light attacks, like we did Godfrey, because they are safer, but then I discovered a different setup all on my own. He has an attack in phase 2 where he shouts jump, then does a couple of attacks and blows everything up. And we have just enough time to dodge the last swing, then mash weapon art as fast as we can. And we should be able to get through the explosion. You just have to attack him a couple of times. Just like don't fumble it. No! I didn't have stamina to roll. Somehow we got here in less than 2.5 hours, and since the final time will be in-game time, that removes every loading basically, it's going to be even less than that. I just have to do the final boss without messing up too many times, and it's done. I do have a setup for Radagon, but it's kind of fickle. We have 2 free attacks at the beginning, then if we hit with just weapon art, follow up, weapon art again, we get a stagger. At that point he should be dead, but we can still get hit by his hammer slams that have active frames for an impossible amount of time. If I were to explain how I feel about that move, I would get banished off the platform, so let's just say it happens. Also, we can get easily hit before we get to the point we have a setup. I think if you stare into my eyes long enough, you can see the kind of sadness only found in Eastern European movies, building up with each death in the fight. In other news, it took me about half an hour, but I got it at the end. The fight was actually pretty good, but honestly way too long to show in full. At the end of the day, I blew the 2.5 hour mark. But just because the first and last fight were really bad, so it shouldn't be too hard to improve. Just die! Yes! 255. Only 2 days remaining, and you know it's not a lot of time. Because if you did the math at the beginning, you would have realized that 7 days, times 4 hours is 28 hours. So I just have 1 day remaining. I have about 5 hours left since some of the previous days weren't a full 4. This leaves me with about 2 full attempts, meaning I can afford a reset or 2, but I have to be sharp. The 2 main time losses in the full run were 25 minutes for the Draconic Tree Sentinel and 35 for the final boss. If I just get them first try, it's an easy below 2 hours. It started out with me getting to the Sentinel and in the very first roll falling down the cliff, meaning I don't have the Marika stake and they can't respawn nearby. So it started out with a reset, but then I got to the Sentinel again, with a 4-minute time save just because I walked around more efficiently. But then I parried and it didn't fall. And I didn't know it at the time, but this was a sign of impending doom, because dark forces were working against me. But not yet, we'll get to it. So it wasn't a first try Sentinel, but we are still 22 minutes ahead of the previous run, so that's still good, we just have to clutch. Radahn messed me up on the first try because he didn't do the usual first 2 attacks. And the second try, for some reason, he never got staggered before phase 2, but since I don't know the setup very well, there is some RNG with the boys not attacking enough. Then there's Margit, easy first try. Okay, I almost died, but still, first try. Godric, easy first try, also golden split for the Lord of all that is golden. Then Goldfrey, easy, first try, just enough HP to survive. Morgoth, easy first try, no, I actually died a bunch here. Took a while, but still saved like a minute, so it's okay. Then I saved like 3 minutes just by walking around better, but then it was time for a long time foe of the channel, the Fire Giant. If I get this one fast, it's on pace for an easy below 2 hours, maybe below 1 hour and a half, but still we have a second try. Okay, third try, whatever. Try number 4, and it's important to know how to recognize the signs of choking. The face become red, you cough, inability to speak, can't dodge slow attacks from the Fire Giant. 5th try and I got incredibly unlucky. I sent him into phase 2, and now I want to do 3 weapon arts on his end, follow up by 2 hits in the chest eye, and GG. But he summons pillars at random, and it just so happened that they spawned under his end, meaning that if I went for the follow-up weapon art, I would have gotten it 100% of the time. And then I just couldn't do it. I died a bunch, and after 20 minutes of attempts, I realized I only had about 2 hours, so I decided to reset and go for one last glorious try, where it's all or nothing. It started out with a couple of dumb mistakes, like forgetting to use the runes in the elevator. But then I started getting insanely sleepy. Like, for no reason. It was 5 PM in the afternoon, and I couldn't go 2 sentences without yawning. And I wasn't even able to cover my face since I needed both hands on the controller. At first, I approached it like any normal person would. I assumed I was going to die because of carbon monoxide poisoning and endured it because it would have been fire content. And then a perfect storm hit Liurnia. Like, for no reason it became insanely dark. Never happened in other tries, in any time I played the game, honestly. Like, have you ever seen a mist this dark in the game? I couldn't see anything, forgot where I had to go, and made me even more hippie. And then I thought about it. The Sentinel, Radahn, my previous reset, now the mist, it was working well together. Too well together. So I started to think there was foul play involved. Maybe Big Speedrun is scared of my rise to the top. They don't want to see a normal guy win, or everyone will know that to get a world record, you just need some force of will and a little practice. Ah, you think I'm going crazy? Just see how deep the rabbit hole goes. I didn't give up. I went to the Sentinel, I messed up the first parry as is tradition, and got it on the second one, still a 23-minute time save, and to show that they wouldn't get me, I even splashed myself with water to help with staying awake. it didn't help. I was slow and wet now. Then it was Darry Will, and I died there, but honestly, I can't blame this one on the Cabal pulling the strings on the background, trying to destroy my run. This was on me. And I see you there, thinking there are no dark powers conspiring against me, not realizing a shadow council is behind all this. I was like you once, but guess what happened right after? My internet crashed. For no reason. I just had to get to the router, reset it, and after a minute I was back online. But that was a huge time loss and also invalidated the run, because you can't know what happened in those periods where I wasn't live. And yet you denied as an external influence on this, just because my router also did it randomly like one day before? Then I despawned Radan, and he just didn't care. He didn't care. He just did his bow attack patterns like normal. But I still took him out. Then Margit, 18 seconds. Godric, 30 seconds. Godfrey, a minute. Okay, it's not that great, but I got back on track with my first try against Morgoth, a thing I couldn't even do in training. Stagger. No, or at least I would have got it if I hit. Instead, my follow-up attack just went through him for no reason. And that's why the... Sorry? Yeah. Uh-huh. I've just been informed that the world record is 55 minutes. And we are well over 1 hour, so... No world record, I guess. But we had the previous completed run. That was good. That puts us 52nd out of 52 runners. Yeah. So I guess I have to shave now and relinquish my mustache to the shadow government. Let me get my razor. They were all of them deceived, for in the fires of speedrun.com, another category was made. Each one of them has a PC section and a console section. And the latter is so much more annoying to do, since you don't have all the freedom for training that PC offers. So, they are almost all empty. I can just buy a copy for PS5, record me beating it, and whatever time I get, it's going to be a world record. I can gain the... What? A copy for PS5 is 80 euros? The game came out a year and a half ago. Nah, dude, I'm shaving. So, how do I look? Be honest. Don't be honest. I can give you some before and after pics in higher quality if you want.